In our last two videos, we saw how to migrate the data using Data Migration Cockpit. That is, there is a Fiori app called as Migrate Your Data app. And in the second video, we also saw how to add fields to the standard templates, which are being provided by SAP. And so now in this video, basically what we are going to focus is how to migrate the data, that is how to transport the project, the migration object from development to quality to production system. So basically what we have seen earlier is that how to migrate the data using staging tables. And now let's proceed further to understand how to transport them. So earlier there was a function wherein you used to import and export through LSMW, but this is something different. We are talking today about S4 HANA 2023. Okay, so when we are talking about it, let's move ahead and see what's the new developments over here and how that is going to assist us. So number one thing, this is a data, this slide, this deck is being provided by SAP, and I'm using that to demonstrate you and explain you as to what features is SAP providing today. So what we are going to understand, we are going to understand the transport functionality, the transport concept, and we are going to understand how to use projects in a different client, how to basically transport the data or the project or the migration object from development to quality to production system. So let's move ahead and see what's further there for us. So the transport functionality, as you can see, it shows transport functionality, migrate data using staging tables, and the function which is available as of SAP S for HANA 2021. Now, this is quite important. This transport functionality is only available as per S4 HANA 2021. That is, any versions post 2021, whether it is 2023, it is applicable. So prior to that, in case anything is prior to 2021, the import export functionality used to work. But since S4 HANA 2021, you need to use the transport functionality if you want to transport the migration project or the migration object from one system to another system, that is from development to quality to production system. Okay, so let's see. It shows the transport functionality in Migration Cockpit is designed to transport between systems. So for this, if you want to transport between systems, if you want to transport even from development to quality system to production system, there is one thing which is a must. And what is that? That is that you need to assign a development package. So you need to assign a development package while creating a project in SAP Fiori app. So which Fiori app? Migrate Your Data app. If you don't know about this, I have prepared two videos earlier. I will just share the link in the comments and you can go through those videos to brush up your basics. Now, you need to assign a development package, you cannot change it. I will show the screenshot also where the development package needs to be assigned. Then what else you can do? You have the possibility to add the project's migration objects and rules to a transport request in the migration object modeler. Now, what is LTMOM? So basically, you create the migration project in data migration app, that is Migrate Your Data app. That data migration cockpit, that is Migrate Your Data app in Fiori. Okay, but when you do that, if you want to transport or if you want anything, if you want to add new rules, if you want to add new fields into the template, then you use the T code LTMOM. Now, this LTMOM is not a Fiori app, it is a GUI T code. Okay, in SAP GUI, you can use LTMOM. LTMOM means migration object modeler. Okay, so you can use this. So even if you want to add the project to a transport request, you need to use LTMOM. Okay, you cannot transport it directly through the Fiori app, you need to use LTMOM. Okay, now, as I said, as you are going to transport. Now, what is the transport functionality, how it works in GUI? You make the changes in development system. You do not make the changes in quality and production system, correct? So in the same manner, here as well, you are not going to make changes in quality and production system. These are non-modifiable. You can only make the change in the development system, and then you can add the project to the transport through LTMOM T code, and then it will move to the quality and the production system. Okay, so let's move ahead and see in much more detail. So here you can see a diagram which is being provided by SAP, how it shows. As I told you, you can move the project from development to quality to production system. In case you also have a sandbox system, then you can import, you can move the project first from development to sandbox, back to development, then again, development to quality to production. So overall, you can see the process is same, nothing different as far as the transport request is concerned. But how it works? So here it is. So transport functionality, as you can see, this is the Migrate Your Data app, screenshot of Migrate Your Data app. So the very first step, it's what we do is basically, let me try to zoom in a bit for you. If you can see, the very first step, it's a new migration project. So you create a project. The first is the general data, that is you name the project, what project it is. And then second is the development package. So it's the second step in the Fiori app, you assign the development package. Now, two types of development package are there. One is $TMP, another one is, it begins with Y or Z. Now, what is $TMP? If you do not want to transport, Okay, if you do not want to transport it from one system to another system, then $TMP can be used. Okay, that's a local package. But if you want to transport it, from development to quality to production, then you need to have your own development package, and that development package should begin either with Z or with Y. Anything else will not be accepted. So system will gray out the, add to the transport option if the development package doesn't begins with Z or Y. So that's the condition. Okay. Now, second thing, here is the screenshot of LTMOM. In LTMOM, this is the, let's say in this case, this is the migration project. So what is being done? The migration project was selected, and then you just click on this truck icon, basically small truck icon, which shows the option of the transport request. So once you click on it, all the migration objects, the projects, the rules, fixed values get transported. Now, what doesn't get transported, what gets transported? This is another question which we are going to see in next few slides. Okay, so let me just come down. So here is the transport functionality. What it shows, you can add projects, migration objects, and the elements to transport request. So what is the project? Project, you can name the project. But what's a migration object? As I have told in my earlier videos as well, migration object, any object, like say you want to transport bank master. So it's a migration object. You want to transport supply master. That's a migration object. You want to transport customer master. That is also a migration object. So all these are migration objects basically. Now, if you add a project to a transport request, all the assigned migration objects also get transported. So the migration object is contained within the project. You have created a project. Within that project, you are going to, let's say, migrate the bank master. So that's a migration object. So if you transport the project, the migration object will also get transported. Okay. Rules, any rules, if you assign any fixed values you have assigned will also get transported. But what doesn't get transported? Just remember, you are transporting the project. You are transporting the migration object, but you are not uploading the data over here. This is the development system. The data in the development system of the bank master or of the supplier master might be different from the data which is present in the quality system, might be different from the data which is present in the production system. So in any case, you are not going to, upload the data over here. You are just going to create the project. Within the project, you are going to select the migration object which you want to migrate, but the uploading of the data, uploading of the mapping values, all those will be done in the quality and the production system. You are not going to do it over here in the development system. Okay. So let's move down. How to work? So you can see, update the migration object in the development system. As I said, the migration object will be updated in the development system, and then that migration object will be, will be added to the transport request in the T code LTMOM. From there, you can release the transport request. And once you have done that, then you can import the same project in the quality or the productive system. That is, you can import what has been transported. Now that can be imported in the quality in the production system. Okay. Okay. So now let's move ahead. And can you delete a migration project? This question might come up. How can you delete a migration project in different systems? Because you have it in development, you transported it to quality, you also have it in production. When you transported it further, how you can delete it? So in case of deletion, if you are in a development system, then you can use the delete project button. You can use the delete project function only in case of development system. But in case there is a second option, at last, when you've done anything, you can just finish the project, and you can set the data retention time. Let's say you have set it up 5 days, 10 days. Sorry, let's say you have set it up 10, 20, 30 days as per your requirement. So after that, the project will automatically, go away from the system. So that's from development system. But when you talk about quality system, you do not have this delete project function in quality in the production system. You can finish the project and set the data retention time. As soon as that time is reached, then the project will automatically get deleted. Okay. Okay, so now let's go further. Now let's see over here what you can do in development system, what you can do in quality and production system. Again, a very good slide. If you can see the development system, it's the design system. Basically, you are going to do the changes over here, but you are not going to do the changes in quality and production system. So quality and production system, non-modifiable system for changes. But in development system, that's the Fury app you will use, migrate your data app. So what you can do, if you in GUI you put LTMC, it will automatically direct you to migrate your data app in Fury. Okay. So you can see, create the project. You can create the project, then you can assign a development package. Now, why a development package needs to be assigned? Because you want to transport it. So you will assign a development package. You can edit the project. You can add objects. What is object? As I told you, migration object, bank master, supplier master, customer master, any other kind of master data or transactional data, that is called as an object. So you can add the object to this project, change object settings if you want to make any changing, change the settings and content update or upgrade. content update or upgrade means any of the master data, or sorry, any of the template might also get updated as per SAP latest release. So that can also be done over here. But when you go to the quality system, now just the upload data is not highlighted over here, but in quality system, finally you can see once you have transported the project and the migration object, that is you have transported the project and the migration object within that project. So let's say bank master, you have transported it to quality system, then you can upload the data. So once you uploaded data, then you will prepare the mapping, simulation, and migrate. So here the staging tables will be created. You will data is uploaded, staging tables are created, then simulation will be done whether the data is basically exactly getting migrated as per our requirement or not, and then finally the migrate steps comes in. Now to know these steps, as I said, I have already prepared the videos. You can just go and refer back to those two videos, and that will help you get a clear picture as to what is being done. Mapping values, again, you can edit, download, and upload whatever mapping has been done, and then you can finish the project. Certain project settings can also be done, but not necessary at this point of view. So that's what you can do in the development and the quality system. So any uploading of data, not in development system, but yes, definitely in the quality system. But yes, one more thing, if you want to just test it before transporting, you want to test it, if you have certain data in development system, go and test it. That's not an issue. Okay. Now further, in LTMOM, again in development system, you can change the SAP objects and create own objects. Okay, source fields, rules, field mapping, and you can do all that. But LTMOM in quality and production system is just in the display mode. You cannot do anything else. Okay. Now transport functionality. Now this is just a table highlighting a summary of the same. Now what is that? It will show create the project in development system, and but you cannot create it in production and quality system. If you want to add project object to project, that is any migration object, bank master, supplier master, as I said, or any other type of migration object, you can add it in the development system. You cannot add it in quality and production system. Okay, the object gets transported from development to quality system. That's what it is mentioned. Database connection, local or remote. So again, if you want to understand what is this, you can refer back to my previous two videos. So basically, if the data is located in a remote connection, so then you select a remote one, or otherwise you select a local one. Content upgrade, again in development system, not in quality system. But settings, or the number of jobs, so settings are not transported, how many jobs needs to be done to migrate the data. If you are going for that, then that can be done in both. Why? Because uploading of data can take place in quality and production system. Therefore, those jobs can also be configured in quality and production system. Execute the migration activities that can be executed anytime in any system. Editing the mapping values. Mapping values are also not transported, as I said. So you can download it and can upload it just like you do in case of any other template related issues. Now set project to finished. Definitely both of them can be done in quality as well as the production system. So that is the gist of basically what is basically in development and quality system. You can delete the project again both, but you have the option to delete in development system. You do not have the option of deleting in quality system. You can just finish the project, and once you finish it, then you can set up a data retention time, after which the project will automatically get deleted from the system. So, and usage of transaction LTMOM, again LTMOM editable in the development system, but just a display mode in the quality and production system. So that is, now let's move further. There is much more thing to tell you, and this is, you can see this as I told you earlier. As of SAP S4 HANA 2020, please note this quite important point. Configuration is only possible in modifiable environments. So configuration is only possible in modifiable environments. So adding a migration object, all configurations, you can do it in only development system. Earlier it was possible in quality and production system prior to 2020, but now it is not possible. Okay, so you need to transport it only through development system. You can make changes only in the development system. Now this is something related to whether you can make the changes, which system is modifiable, in which system you can make the changes. All those settings can be done through T-code SCC4, but not to worry, as a functional consultant, you do not need to do it. All these can be done by the basis team. But as for you, you need to make the changes only in the development and can then move to quality and the production system. So I'm not going to go to this. What if both the development and the test client are on the same system? Now, this is again a good one. If development system, test client are on the same system, what are you going to do? So what you can going to do in this case? So basically in LTMOM, let's say there is a function. Number one function, as I told you, you can add the project to a transport request and can move on from development to quality system. But that is in the case the quality system is being considered as a test system. What if the development and the test system are same? They are on the same system. Sorry, they're not same, but they're on the same system. What you are going to do then? So there is an option in LTMOM, and that's a good option. What you can do, you go to function LTMOM, and then you have the option use project in a different client. So use project in a different client. So when you do this, then you can move the, basically whatever you have done, the project can be done from development to test system, back from test to development system by using the same function, use project in a different client. So this is there. And now what next? So use project in a different client. As I already told you, you can go to the, client, log into the client where you want to use the project. Wherever you want to use the project, go to that client. Okay. And go to the migration object modeler. So let's say 100 client, 110 client. Go to the 110 client. If you want to use it over there, go to LTMOM and then select your project in the object browser. Okay, choose go to use project in different client. So that is possible if the development and test system are on the same system. Okay. Now, what else? What else you want to know? So overview of options to transport the project. So this is basically a quite a related history. What went from 2020, 1909 to 2022. Now 2023 is also working on the same concept. But you can see in 1909 you used LTMC, okay, to transport. But import function, import export function was there through LTMC. Then through LTMOM it went to 2020-21. But now the import export function is not over there from 2021 FPS1. Okay, it is only a transport function which you can do, and in development system only it is modifiable. You cannot do the modification in quality or test system anymore. Okay. Okay, and how to transfer your project to another system with the same release. As I already told you this thing, so I will not go into this. Okay, now export import functionality in older releases. Again, if you are not using S4HANA 2021, if you are in prior releases, then you still have that function of export import project. So you can just click on the project and then can go to the go to option. There you will find the export import option if you are working on any of the versions which is prior to S4 HANA 2021 FPS1. Prior to that, you can use export import functionality. If you are using any version of S4 HANA post 2021 FPS1, including FPS1, you need to use only the transport functionality. Okay, so hope you like this video, quite a good amount of information. Please like, share, and subscribe the video, subscribe the channel. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye bye.